Hello, welcome back to another software developer profile review. My name is David. I am a software developer with 23 years of experience. I have also managed international recruitment teams. I want to show you what recruiters see, why you might be getting overlooked, or why they might like your profile. So I want to show you what I see when I put my recruiter hat on, view your profile for the first time, and I'll tell you why I might be worried about things, why I might be concerned about what I'm looking at, or am I finding the value that you're trying to show me. Anyway, if you would like a profile review, please visit crushing.digital. There's a button at the top. Got that open somewhere. There's a button at the top which says profile review. Click that button, fill in a form, you join a queue, and I will get to you as soon as possible. All the reviews are posted on my YouTube channel as per this one. So let's get on with it. Today we're reviewing Matthew's profile. Matthew gave me a bunch of things. Said either front-end developer doing React, back-end developer doing .NET, or a full stack doing Node and React, I believe was the three. So I always get confused when there's multiples, and we'll get to that during the review, possibly. So without further ado, let's get on with it. First things first, I see the banner, Node, React, Express. Don't know why I read that from right to left, but perfect. Does exactly what I want it to do. Tells me who you are, what you do, what you're passionate about. I noticed the absence of .NET here, so I'm guessing you don't want to use that, or you'd rather be using the JavaScript stuff, but that's another gap thing that we'll talk about later. It's got an email address, it's got the GitHub link, so I know I can get to it, even if I have to type it out. So that's perfect, love it. Profile pictures, perfect. I always come into contact information just in case. I can link to your GitHub, and to your LinkedIn as well. Why not? So then I get down to your about section. Hello, in fact I should refresh this because I did click on see more when I opened this. So I want to show you what I see straight off the bat. So we've only got 3 lines on display here. And the first line is, hello, my name is Matthew and I'm a software engineer. Other than where you're located, the other bits I already knew. So we've used 1/3 of the visible space to tell me stuff I already know. So I'm an alumni from California State University. I mean, that's valuable, but what I'm after here now is, okay, you've got Node and React and Express, etc., but what about the surrounding skills? Do you have, I don't know, GraphQL, TypeScript? What about testing? All those things that might embellish what you've already told me during your headline. So I would say don't waste that opportunity. All these other things that you are saying, they're valuable, but I call them great stuff for paragraph 2. Paragraph 1, hit me in the face with value. And the value for me as the customer of you at this stage is I've got a job specification in front of me and I'm trying to decide, are you a good fit for it? And that job specification will have on, Node, Express, Postgres, that sort of thing. But it might have, I want someone with testing experience. Have they got an experience with Jest or something like that? Or I want someone who's got at least a base knowledge of TypeScript. These are the things that we can read about in lots of job specifications and work out for most of the jobs that I apply for. They're asking for these extra skills. And you might have those skills, in which case you should be presenting them, or you don't have those skills and now you know what's the most powerful thing for you to learn next. Anyway, so I think this can be harder hitting. It's not bad. It's great paragraph 2 stuff. I'd just be trying to embellish the headline a little bit more. Great that I can get to GitHub, but I've already opened that. And then I get down to featured. Now this looks good. Looks like you're being busy. So we've already opened the GitHub. I'm happy there. I don't know what this post is. This looks like you showed me a project, so I want to open that. I'm intrigued. And whatever that was. There's a few more here anyway. I'll go with these 2 because I like them the most. We'll come back to that. So I want to look at all your activity as well. Experience. What have you been doing here? Supervised QA specialists. Okay. So you're new to this. Learning Fuse. Cool. Okay. So I love bullet points. It's what you're doing. SaaS experience, that could be valuable. Awesome. What you did at Learning Fuse, awesome. Okay, so now I'm looking, if I like what I see here, I'm guessing you're in a boot camp, or in the boot camp, or about to finish the boot camp. So now I'm looking for proactivity, because if I'm about to hire a graduate level developer, I want to see proactivity. So let's go and look at your posts first. This one, share a web page I recently deployed for a small business. Everyone using JavaScript, React. These are front-end material, Bootstrap, page transitions. This is great. I love this. What I would say to you is, I mean, this is such a powerful demonstration in itself, but people are often showing me, hey, here's the nice shiny thing that I created. This could have easily been turned into 10, 15, 20 posts. How you made the decisions, which tech to use, what challenges you faced along the way, how you overcame them, etc., etc. Each thing like that could have been a series of posts, in which case you're getting more and more chances to be found, and then it's showing more and more proactivity and showing that you're immersing yourself in this. So that's awesome. I like that, and it was in the right tech and all those sorts of things. This is a post from the bootcamp. Congratulations, awesome. And you made Fuse Chat. This is pretty cool. Again, I'm hoping this isn't just one post. Have you done a series of posts on this? If not, this should have been many, many, many posts. Because it's immediate evidence that you can use not just React, but you can use React hooks. What other tools did you use? What other libraries did you use when you were building this application? How did you get over the technical challenges? What technical challenges did you face? There's so much more that could be unpacked. I won't go into digging into the actual tool, because a recruiter won't. They'll look at it and go, don't know what that is, but they'll be more interested in reading this, in which case that's why I think bite-sized posts about this, and you could have done a series of them, would have been tons and tons of value. So let's have a look at your actual output. So calling all devs, I originally opened a Twitter account. Okay, this one's valuable to recruiters. A cheat sheet doesn't help the recruiter, but okay. This is a post from Brian J. Another repost from somebody else. Good friend Morgan. So repost. So down to here. Oh, now this looks good. See, you coding with output. I would be doing a lot more posts like this. This looks really powerful. Reposts. So I think this is where I want to say this, and I don't want to upset too many people, but I say lots of people are out there being very, very nice, reposting other people's things, liking other people's things. I want you to like my things. I'm not saying you can't do that, but I would also be mindful of what percentage of your posts and likes and all that sort of stuff, when someone comes to look at your activity and you want to be found for, look, here's all my value, it needs to be in one nice consumable space. If they have to scroll through 57 likes to get to a post you did about your project, we might want to feature that post, but we might want to make some way of them being able to find all of your activity or experience all of your activity in one quick go. Cheat sheets, they're okay, but don't help you as such. I think more posts as the one we just showed. This is the real value stuff, and the more you can detail the things you're using, like the use ref hook and stuff like that, that's really powerful. Let's not look at LinkedIn. I can't be bothered, if I'm honest, and that's what a recruiter will probably do. So I get to GitHub. Perfect headline, like the profile picture. Lots of icons that recruiters go, I don't really know. Let's discuss that C#.NET thing. At this stage, if they're searching for you for C#, then when they've arrived at your LinkedIn profile, they're probably going to discount you already. They wouldn't get here because there was no evidence of you being passionate, proactive, and enthusiastic about that. You'll make it more clear that you're going towards JavaScript. So if they got here, they'd be like, well, which one do you want to use? Is it Python? Is it Node? Is it C Sharp. I don't understand where you're going with this. In which case they'd have to ask you, and if they have to ask you, that takes time. In which case, if they've got more efficient profiles to look at, ones that make it more clear what they do, they might just skip you. So if I'm looking for evidence of that, I get down to here and go, wow, look at all of this value. There's hundreds of reasons to look at your profile from what I see here. And then when I look at the pinned profiles, I love that you've got pinned repositories. I love that you've got them pinned. FuseChat is a web application for users who want to connect a message in a live chat room, and it's JavaScript. Does that help you in terms of Node? Does that help you in terms of React? Nope. So a recruiter is not going to know this. They're just going to see JavaScript. And that is a whole heap of value. And this is where junior developers are often telling me about what that repo does, what that project does. And at this stage, no one really cares unless you're going to sell it. I would say at this stage, they want to know what tech are you using. Because when you're a junior developer, you don't have the experience section from LinkedIn to rely on. So what they do with senior developers is they look at the experience and go, okay, for React, say, when did you start using React? Are you currently using React? And how frequently can I see it? Now, if you don't have experience, then they can come across to GitHub. And they're going, okay, you said you use React. Can I see React here? No. Can I see React here? No. Here? No. So there's no React. Now, they might go a little bit further. The furthest they're going to go is click on the repositories tab. Okay, where do I get to? Is this Node or React? Don't know. What about this? Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. But there's Python and C Sharp. It all becomes a bit flaky in terms of you're asking me to do the work to dig into this. And do we really think that a recruiter's going to go, oh, I've seen a JavaScript thing. Now I know all the other things that JavaScript is the foundation for. Therefore, I should come down here and dig into the package JSON and have a look what you've been using. A recruiter won't get this far. Recruiters don't like GitHub. That they stay on LinkedIn where they're happy. So the furthest they'll get is here. And each one of these has got 2 or 3 lines where you could have detailed exactly the tech you were using within that project in order to instill confidence in the person who's reading your profile, i.e. a recruiter who's not technical. Was there anything else I wanted to add to this? I think this profile's good. I think it's one of those classics where I think you are showing, you have lots of value, you have lots of evidence, but you're making me work too hard to get it. As a lot of other people do, where they go, I've got multiple different technologies, and they don't want to lose one because they put a lot of time and effort into learning that. But is it distracting? Is it detracting from your story? And the story you're trying to sell, by the looks of it, is saying I'm a full stack JavaScript developer. You can keep the C Sharp and stuff. It's there in your repos. It's there. If you have any experience in it previously, working at jobs and stuff, you can keep it there as your past. But as I always say, these things need to look forward, and yours are. But it's just because you mentioned it in the review that you also have those things. I'm thinking, do you want to be found for those things? If you want to be found for full stack JavaScript, I think you're doing the right things here. Now we just need to unpack all of this value from the, what was it called, FuseChat and things like that. You've got a ton of, you're putting so much work in that, I can't fault you for it, but I don't think this amount of value is coming out. And this is the classic thing with most developers where they go, oh, you're going to make me go away and do a separate side project so I can write about it. I'm saying, no, you're doing all of the work here. We're just not unpacking it enough or not presenting the right story, the right picture. Hope that's been of value. If anyone else would like a profile review, please head over to crushing.digital. If you want to like and subscribe, then do. And if you don't, then don't. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.